So here we are today, back with another opening of a Xsight package. Got some extra lenses to show you today. I have already opened the bag itself because that's not easy to do one-handed, but let's have a look inside and see what we've actually got. Okay, so here in the bubble wrap we have the small case. This is the one that comes with the 2-pack lenses, although I've actually got, I think I've got 3 lenses in this one. So that's quite nice. I've not seen one of these before. This is a new addition to the product line. Yeah, it's nice. I like this. Same texture, material as the big cases, but obviously smaller, so holds fewer lenses, but it's quite handy if you only need to carry 2 or 3 with you, if you're pretty certain what your lighting condition is going to be. And I noticed here we've got a clip, so you can actually clip it onto your belt or your quiver. So I think this is going to be really good for people like field archers who don't want to be lugging a lot of gear with them, obviously, when they're going around a course. So yeah, I can definitely see potential for that. And again, bearing in mind that these are also now made for clay shooting, that's probably going to be good for other sports than archery, if you somewhere where you're a bit limited on what you can actually have on you or with you. So yeah, I like that. That's first impressions there. As I say, I've never seen one of those before. Let's try and get this open, see if I can do it one-handed, because things are still not right in my office yet. That's a long story that I'm not going to go into here. So yeah, that seems to be quite easy to do, which is good. Okay, so I've got a little pouch here again. I would guess if this is your first order, you're going to get some little bits of info in there as well, but obviously this is an addition to stuff that I've already got. So we have 3 lenses in here. We have got, forgive the reflections, it's not great, but there you go. So we've got just hold that up to the window. That's the HD brown, dark brown. So that's going to be really good for those very strong sunny days. The colour looks fairly similar to the old dark brown, but actually it looks a bit more, maybe a bit more red in the tint of the colour, which is quite nice. As you can see, if you just look here in the case itself, we've got 1 slot for the lens to go in, and then we've got space for the lens with the arms attached to go in the back, or if you want to use this as extra storage for some extra lenses, you can pop your extra lenses in as this cone. This is quite nice as well because I've not seen these before. I think these are a new addition to the packaging. Some little Ziploc bags all branded up for your separate lenses. So let's have a look at one of these additional lenses and just see if, again, trying to do things one-handed is always fun. But yeah, that's quite easy actually as well, so that's good. So here we go, we have, and I think that was already open, maybe not. I always have a bit of a problem with these Ziploc bags actually, I'm not great at using them. Yeah. Okay, just bear with me a second. Here we go, it's going now. Possibly because I put my fingers on the zip, the lucky part of it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to pause for a second, I think, so that I can take the lens out. And we have here, this is the ice blue. You'll recall that I said I was torn between the ultra blue and the ice blue. So there's the ice blue, which again is brighter than the old light blue, but it's definitely lighter than the Ultra. That's a nice looking colour. I think that's going to be very useful for indoors. Absolutely. And next we have green. Let's see if I can be a bit more successful at opening this up. So these are really nice, these little extra bags, because they allow you to protect your lenses even if they're not actually going to be in case, which is quite handy. Okay, so here we have the green. Green is a colour that I haven't used a lot. I have used a light green indoors. It's quite nice to use indoors in certain lighting. And this is very, very vivid, this green, which is quite nice. I can't quite remember the lighting conditions for this one, but I would say it's going to be one of your more moderate lighting situations, I would think. But yeah, that's quite a nice colour. So, like last time, let's have a look and see how it actually affects looking at your target faces. I am indoors again. I'm under a combination of very strong natural light from outdoors, as you may have noticed in the earlier part of the video, and some overhead standard indoor lighting, household lighting. So, having a look here. This HD dark brown is really knocking back all of the strength of colour coming through, because it's knocking back the light being allowed in. So this is very much like wearing a really strong sunglasses. I'll just see if I put this in, move things over onto my windowsill where things are a bit brighter. Let's see what it actually does here. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely knocking a lot of light back out. So really good for a really strong sunny day, particularly for people with light sensitivity. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. Here's the blue. And this is nice because it creates, just as the Ultra Blue did, creates sort of a gap between the blue and where the gold is. So it allows you to really hone in on that centre of the target face. When you're actually using these, when you first put them on, you get very much this view that you've got in the video, but after a few seconds, with the paler lenses, it's usually about 20 seconds. With the stronger lenses, it can take a minute or so. Your brain adjusts, so your brain, it starts to accept what you're seeing as being normal colours, but slightly muted or enhanced depending on what lens you're using. So you're not always looking at it as this great difference of black space between the blue and the yellow, but it certainly does still make a difference in how your brain processes what you're looking at, and does make it easier to focus on what you want without getting an eye strain or giving you any sort of tiredness, fatigue in the eyes, which is really useful if we're shooting all day. And here goes with the green. Yeah, this is nice as well because it pulls out the yellow and it dulls down both the red and the blue. So that's going to really give you more of a sort of looking at the centre and not seeing that much around it. So that's going to be a really good one for focus. So yeah, overall thoughts. I like these. They're some nice bright colours again. And yeah, looking forward to giving them a try and see what I think of them. Thanks for watching.